Hey, welcome back, and today we're going to talk about the menstrual cycle and the seasons of the year. Okay, to start this, I want to show you first my alma mater, my university back there in Mexico. It's called Universidad Madero, and well, this is where I used to study back there. In order to pay for my education, part of my agreement to get my scholarship was that I used to work at the library, and there something that was common was the university invite people to have these conferences, and I used to hear a lot of them because I was just working there doing inventory and just hearing. um, this is the University of the State of Puebla, and this story begins when this female student from the philosophy area from the University of the State of Puebla came and bring this idea about the seasons and the menstrual cycle. I also used to study on the University State of Puebla, UAP, Benemérita Universidad de Puebla, where it is different back there in Mexico because after you graduate from high school, you can go to med school. I was there 1 year and I took some classes from medicine. One of them was embryology, and well, I hope I can explain this idea, this topic. It has been around my head these recent months because this is my first time like experiencing the seasonal changes, because as I was talking in another podcast, I live in the middle. Well, Mexico is like in the middle, close to the equator, and it doesn't happen or it doesn't change at all like the stations in there. It's always like summer or like spring. We do not have snow. But yeah, so let's start. This is graph, or it is just trying to explain in a graphic way the menstrual cycle. The menstrual cycle, each menstrual cycle begins in the first day of menstruation. It lasts around 20 to 35 days, in average of 20 days, and it is divided in phases, right? So we have the pre-ovulatory or ovarian follicular phase, the post-ovulatory or the luteal phase, and well, we can see here the follicular phase and the luteal phase. And in this we can see that the length can vary in the follicular phase, and in the luteal phase it's always 14 days after the. Okay, sorry, I'm not gonna say that. I don't want to be wrong. I'm just trying to explain what I got. So it is something interesting because when we start, she was saying that if we divide the menstrual cycle in four as the same as we divide the years, well, the year in four seasons, we can make some similitudes with some similarities with both of them. So the first days, the first around, what we'll say, 7 days, the first week will be winter. Then the winter, spring, then summer, and here I will like say something important. So in between spring and summer, it will be the ovulation phase. So it will be like summer equinox in the. I'm trying to get comfortable while I do this exposition. So let me move the camera there. So yeah, let's continue. I mean, I don't remember that much my classes back there in med school, but I'm just trying to explain this idea. So let's keep moving. So there's an interesting fact. It happens around 450 times, 450 times during the woman's life. And oh my God, there. I feel like just the professors in Zoom trying to make it's not that easy, eh? um, so there's here, as we were saying, if we divide the year and the menstrual cycle in four, the first week will be winter, like the first season. Then the second season will be spring until the day 14. That around 14 and 16, like in the day in the day 15, it's where ovulation happens, and then we will divide it again into summer and fall. Oh my God, what is happening here? Okay, let's keep going here, right? So the process, it is affected by the pituitary gland. There's also the hypothalamus that sends hormones to the anterior pituitary, and then they release the follicle. They send this stimulating hormone that is FSH, and the luteinizing hormone that is the LH. And well, if you want to keep to go further with this with this process, there's a video of TEDx that I think explain it and will explain it better for me, for you. 15 day, the ovulation. Let's keep going and let's get in here. So just to make it a little bit more graphic, what I was saying about the hormones, they have different. It is distributed in different quantities all around the cycle. So in the middle, in the ovulation, we have a lot of estrogen and a peak of LH, that is a luteinizing hormone. Well, it makes some changes in the endometric, in endometrial area, and yeah, so it depends on that. I was trying to, so I remember this idea. So as I was telling you, this is my first year that I experienced at all the seasonal changes. And when I arrived to Canada, it was really difficult to me to get used to winter. And it was difficult. But I think winter is always difficult. And I don't know, I am not a woman, and I know that maybe I will not be the best explaining this idea, but I am so amazed with the seasonal changes that I want to just set up this idea somewhere, because it's not that common, and I think it's really interesting to hear about these ideas. So in the menstrual phase, that will be winter, will be the menstrual fatigue, hibernation mode, activating cravings, and then we right now are in spring. Today it's 28th of March, and we just had the spring equinox on the day 20, and I was just amazed how it worked. So the day before, 2 days before, it was snowing, and then everything changed in the spring equinox. It was just amazing. It was just like traveling to another place. And well, we have been experiencing sunny days, but today it snowed, so I'm not sure how it's gonna be, but I know it's getting warmer. It feels just completely different. I know hormones play like a really important. Hmm. So I don't know what happening here, but yeah, let's try to get these slides into in order. So yeah, the second phase or the second week of the menstruation will be spring. Then well, that will be also, so the first one will be the menstrual phase, right? The that will be the first week or winter. The second week will be follicular phase or spring. The third phase will be the ovulatory phase or summer. um, these I will get back to the slices, and we can see here that is the like the peak of LH and estrogen. And well, I hope this summer feels like that. And then the luteal phase. um, I don't know if there are some girls like hearing this. I will love just to see if this theory is correct. This this philosophy student from the state University of the state of Puebla. It's hard to translate always that. Um, well, I think she was just bringing this idea because she feels that way, and also that brings me back to something like biology, right? So I was just trying to match like the differences between being born in different in a different season. Well, but then I tried to move that idea to biology, and I tried to get it to different places, different weather, not just different seasons, just like different weather. And I remember that one of my teachers of biology, she told us like the racial traits um, where they have a reason. And so for example, the curly hair, it's better for hot weathers. And I don't know, for example, the ice in the North Pole, people has a different type of ice than the people that live close to the equator, or for example in more warmer places, because of the way the sun hits that place. I mean, I do not have big eyes, but that also explains like a lot um, of my hereditary traits. Bro, being political, being this political correctness, and I'm good with that. I love it. And for example, yeah, so there are the epigenetics. I was trying also to relate this to other stuff, and I found the, so what's the name here? Monarch butterflies, las mariposas monarca. And well, maybe I will follow the advice they do. Well, or trip. I mean, it was really difficult for me to get into winter, as I was telling you, and they do something. Let me see if I can show you in the presentation. Nice. So here you can see better. Um, Monarch butterflies take their cues from the and they fly south from Canada to overwinter in Mexico. They are smart. I do not like winter, but yeah, I also cannot travel that much. I put this phase because this is the moment where I make some updates. So I was saying before that I will do one video daily, but then I start working. My work is I am a receptionist in a hotel, and I sometimes, well, for my training days, for this first month, I haven't taken mostly the night shift. So I haven't slept. I on Saturday I work from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. on Sunday, and well, I haven't slept. It is 6 a.m. and I'm gonna have classes around 8. So probably I'm gonna finish this video soon, but this is just like the part where I make some updates about my life. I will not do a video every day. I will do a video. I was thinking like a video every week, or maybe just like whenever I want, right? No, like it will be seasonal because I'm attached and I am very interested in the idea of seasons, because as I was telling you, that's something that just changed my mind. It's really different for me. Also, the diversity here in Canada, that's something that I love. I found it just makes things really interesting. And well, what else? I was reading this, and I think it's also a good lecture. I'm happy because as you know, maybe you don't know, but one of my most popular videos that has like 20 views. It's about urban culture and life and cities, and I just found this book. I was outside Mohawk library, and they were just you know uh, making mm, living books there, so anyone can take them. And I found these there are some essays from urban culture, and I think it's also a really good topic. Maybe someday soon I will talk about that. Um, mm, mm, Recording myself is useful because I practice my English. I see that I need to get better in my pronunciation, and also just we say muletillas in Spanish. It's just like the things we repeat, like that, right? Like, or like those type of things that you repeat and doesn't make the conversation, or yeah, or the communication better. Those are like the muletillas, and I need to take them off from me. What else? So yeah, quite interesting, right? How menstrual cycle and the 4 seasons works. Getting to this idea where I heard this investigation about, well, it was mostly like a fact. The different traits that flies have around the year, because they do not live that much as humans. So the ones that are found in winter and the ones that are found in summer, they have different traits. And I think it's also similar with humans. And that's why I was trying to make this research of, of the racial traits that people has depending on where they are born. And well, some changes in the DNA just adapt. Oh, so that's why this is important, because it talks about the evolution. That is something that human has been making. And also something interesting I read here is that these turtles are, the sex is determined depending on the weather. So that's That's really interesting. So let me see, where is it? Okay. Uh, okay, let's read this. When phenotypic, oh, I think someone else can read it for us. So these Google extensions, Chrome extensions, they are really useful. Let's see. I hope you can hear this. You won't hear it, sorry. Well, when phenotypic plasticity is not protective, it is important to not confuse species response and adaptation as an indicator that everything will be okay, said ecologist Brett Schiffers from the University of Florida. A prime example is the green sea turtle, whose sex is determined by the temperature of the sand around its eggs and is as it develops. Warmer incubation temperatures produce more females. Also there's so I like biology, and as I was telling you, I was in med school just 1 year. My idea was to getting into psychology and just mixing, well, psychiatric, and just mixing psychology and medicines. I found it really interesting. And yeah, so I'm still interested in all biology and psychological aspects, but I don't study. I won't have a paper um, that make my studies valid. I know there's another word that will make my studies backed up for an educational institution, right? That's a word. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this exposition. I know I can make it better, but I'm too lazy to. So this idea, this video, this, yeah, it was intended to be a TikTok, but I'm too lazy to make this editing after recording, and also my camera, my cell phone, it doesn't, the mic, it doesn't work, so I cannot record with that, and I need to use other stuff. I can say it in English, but the police, they steal my cell phone back there in Mexico. Just leave a comment, leave a dislike. If it has happened to you, leave a dislike and write ACAB. All cops are bastards. No, I don't know why I'm recording this. But yeah, it is better than not having any proof that you have existed. So I'm gonna finish this video. Thank you for being here, and see you next time. I will be better prepared. I will bring another idea. Take care.